Okay guys, so in today's video we're looking at some exam style questions for surds and indices, and it's year 1 core maths, and it's from the physicsandmathstutor.com. So this is aimed at AS pure math students, so year 12 and even year 13 students, okay? As ever guys, feel free to obviously pause the video, try and attempt the question and then come back and press play. Question number 6, this is, given that 2 to the x times 4 to the y equals 1 over 2 root 2, express y as a function of x, okay? So we want to write everything as a base power of 2. So 2 to the x, I'll leave that as it is. Now hopefully you're happy that 4 can be written as 2 squared. So I can write 4 to the y as 2 squared to the power of y, okay? And that's going to equal 2. Now I can write 1 over 2 root 2 as 1 over 2 times 2 to the half, which will be 2 to the 3 halves. So 1 over 2 to the 3 halves will become 2 to the minus 3 halves, okay? So hopefully makes sense. Okay, so I've got 2 to the 1 times root 2. Now remember that root 2 is 2 to the half. So I've got 2 to the 1 times 2 to the half, which is going to be 2 to the 3 halves. And because it's 1 over that, it will be 2 to the minus 3 halves. Okay, so tying this up, guys, yeah, I get 2 to the x times 2 to the 2y is equal to 2 to the minus 3 halves. Now, the rules of indices state that if I multiply, I'm going to just add the powers. So, I'm going to get x plus 2y is equal to minus 3 halves. Okay, when you compare powers of 2, I get x plus 2y, using the laws of indices, is equal to minus 3 halves. Okay, or I'll write it as minus 1.5 to make it a bit easier. Okay, minus 1.5. Rearrange this to make y the subject. I get y is equal to minus 1.5. Subtract the x. And then that's all divided by 2. Okay, for that. Okay, now y is a function of x. So what I'll do is I'll write it as y is equal to minus 1.5 over 2 minus x over 2. Okay, now I've expressed it in the form, okay, y is a function of x, okay, y is equal to f of x, okay, where this is my f of x, okay, so that's working out that answer, guys, okay, so that's obviously relying on you having knowledge, prior knowledge of your laws of indices and expressing things as powers, in this case as powers of 2, okay, hopefully you're happy with the steps, okay, again, any questions on this topic, put it in the comment section. Okay, so next question now, guys. So, surds and indices, year 1 core. Okay, it's question number 5. Find the integral of this function, writing your answer in its simplest form. So, I can split this up, guys, into the integral of 3x to the 4 over 2x cubed, and then I'm going to have minus 4 over 2x cubed. Okay. And then I'm going to remember our dx. Okay. For that. Now, before I integrate, I can actually start cancelling first. So this will just go to 3 halves x when I simplify it. Okay, so I'll get 3 halves x. Okay, when I simplify the powers of x. And then here, I'm going to get, well, minus 4 divided by 2 goes to minus 2. So I'm going to get minus 2 over x cubed, which I'll write as minus 2x to the minus 3 dx. Okay, so now integrating this, guys. So adding 1 to the power and then dividing by the new power. I'm going to get 3/4 here, x squared, when I integrate 3/2 x. Okay, I get 3/2 x squared over 2, which simplifies to 3/4 x squared. Integrating this, it will go to a positive, okay, and I'll get a positive x, so it'll be minus 2x to the minus 2 all over minus 2, so it'll be positive x to the minus 2, okay, for that, plus the c, okay, plus our integration constant c. Okay, so that's how I would answer this exam style question involving an indefinite integral, sorry. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense, guys. Okay, right, guys, that takes us to the end of today's short, sharp video looking at exam style questions for the AS Pure Maths. If you found it useful, please like, please comment, please share, please subscribe, and I'll see you all inside the next video. Okay, bye for now.